All right, thank you, Vicki. Well, it's time now for Tomer's Trails. And Chris, we know that you hit the mountains every weekend. Sometimes you go pretty far away, but there are some interesting places to hit that are relatively close.
And I hadn't climbed this peak before, Mount Bancroft, but it's only about a 30 to 40-minute drive out of Denver. It's just outside of Idaho Springs, and so it's very close. It's a 13er. You know, one of the things that climbing teaches us is trust, and in this case, teammates and a rope are both very important on a mountain like Bancroft.
Then it messes up.
One thing you can always count on is a tangled rope. It's just part of climbing and part of life. In the end, we have to trust that tiny thread of rope, that 8 millimeters of strand, and put it all on the line.
All right, Tomer on rappel. He has entrusted me with the camera duties.
Rappelling off cliffs is dangerous, but it forces us to trust each other without question. It's one of the highlights of the day on an exciting 13er close to Denver with Ryan Kushner and Alan Arnett.
Well, I used to be not the 13ers guy, but this mountain's changed my point of view on that. This is fantastic.
Bancroft Peak is a good metaphor for life.
So it kind of goes up and down. It's not a quick climb.
It's a long roller coaster ridge full of challenging class 3, 4, and 5 rock climbing and one 80-foot drop.
It's a rappel point. We're going to have to get our harnesses out and we're going to have to get our rope set up a rappel, go down over.
We work out the tangles, peer over the edge, and assess the strap that will support our weight.
I think for what we're doing, I think it'll be okay.
We all make it down safely and then start climbing up again, ready to finish the last half of the peak.
This is what makes it. Trudging in on some peaks sometimes get a little old, but once you get to the spicy stuff, it keeps going like this. With good company, it's pretty awesome.
The summit is incredibly calm for a peak on the southern end of the Indian Peaks. A nice surprise.
We made it. Top of Bancroft. A little over 13,000. God. Good job, dude.
That's what it comes down to. On one hand, accepting the tangles, the things you can't change, and then the bond you develop on tough peaks when you trust your teammates and that tiny strand of rope. So Mount Bancroft is located up in Clear Creek County, where the Colorado Lottery has given over $7 million in sum total to the Great Outdoors Colorado Group to help manage and preserve trails up there in open space, including over $1 million to the Clear Creek Open Space Acquisition Project. And I brought this little piece of rope in just to show you that. I mean, this is an actual climbing rope, but some of it is this thin at times, and you're on it, and that's your life.
Oh,
so
my gosh.
I got this off the Eiger when I climbed with Clint Eastwood back in the day, but you know.
I would say if you start hanging around by those ropes, not only do you have to be fit, strong of mind, strong of body to get there, but being light probably is a good idea when you're hanging from a rope. The less you weigh, the less stress you put on there.
Absolutely, that is a contributor for sure.
All right, thank you, Chris.